Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw. In this video, I'm going to talk about a recent video by Mark Rippetoe calling the trap bar a useless piece of junk or crap. Before I get into that topic, if you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. The best topic ideas I turn into videos just like this. All right. You can search on the internet, Mark Rippetoe, why the trap bar is a useless piece of junk, I believe he called it, or crap. I really can't recall. Doesn't really matter. So I wanted to talk about that in this video. And before I do so, whenever I talk about Mark Rippetoe, it always ends up in people attacking me, okay? I have nothing against Mark Rippetoe. We are discussing, we are sharing opinions. And at the end of the day, I encourage you guys to form your own opinion. This is not a personal attack. This is a difference of opinion. Now, the trap bar, I have one sitting right back there, and I'm using it for a lot of exercises lately. I find the hex bar upright row is really good for the shoulders and doesn't risk shoulder impingements. I've started to use a hex bar for rows as an alternative to barbell rows, and I actually like it. I like it because it puts less strain on my lower back. But I've actually started to incorporate it in my deadlifting, doing floor deadlifts one week and hex bars the next. But I'm going to get a lot of questions about this, so I thought I would address it early. Is the hex bar deadlift a useless piece of crap? Now, I'm going to say this, and it's probably going to seem controversial, but for the average gym lifter, who's just after a better physique, more strength, and not going to compete in powerlifting, has no clue about powerlifting, doesn't want to become the strongest beast in the jungle, but they want to get stronger and they maybe want to build a lot of muscle mass. The hex bar deadlift is probably a better option for 90% of those lifters. Probably a better option for 90% of those lifters. It puts your lower back in a little bit better, a little bit friendlier position. It's less intense on the lower back, more leverage friendly. And it's just probably a better overall choice for the average lifter who doesn't want to become the strongest beast in the jungle, gives no shits about powerlifting, etc. Now, even for power lifters, people that want to get as big and as strong as humanly possible, power builders, power lifters, it certainly has use. One thing I am very, very big on, and you can feel free to disagree with me, but back in 2007, 2008, I started to find that when I combined two different styles of deadlifting, sumo and conventional, that it worked really well for my main style of lifting. I was a conventional lifter, and back when I got into deadlifting, I was about 545. My deadlifts was about 545 or 565, and I spent a long period of time alternating between sumo and conventional deadlifting. And during that time, I found by adding a sumo deadlift that it helped my conventional deadlift because they involve to varying degrees, a different focus on different body parts. So I found that combining two similar lifts was very good for my main style of lifting, being a conventional deadlift. I experienced some of my best progress in the deadlift. I moved it from 545, 565, well into the mid sixes during that period of time. That's a 100-pound gain in my deadlift. Not magic, no magic, but I really found there to be benefit. And one of the things I teach, and I think it's a good idea for most people that are serious about bringing their deadlift up, is that they do two variations over the course of 6 months to a year. So that could be sumo and conventional, or in this case, it could be conventional and hex bar, or even sumo and hex bar. I think it's a good idea to alternate between the two. With sumo, it's a little bit more lower back friendly. And again, you're working a different muscle groups to a different degree, a different, different focus than on the conventional deadlift. And the same thing with the hex bar. I used to advocate alternating between floor pulls and then pulls from 3 to 5 or 7 inches, you can pretty much accomplish the same thing with a hex bar deadlift. It's a little bit more leverage friendly, a little bit more lower back friendly, and I believe for the power builder and the strength builder, alternating week in and week out might be a good idea. Something you might want to consider. You don't have to consider it, but you might want to consider, because you're working the muscles from a little bit, different focuses, right? Because they're different lifts, slightly different lifts. And every other week, you're going to have an exercise variation that's a little bit more lower back friendly. So for the serious power builder, for the serious strength trainee, I think it's a good idea to invest 6 months to a year alternating between the sumo and conventional or hex bar and conventional, just because every other week you're going to have a different focus on the muscles, involved in the major lifts, and you're going to have a lift that's a little bit more lower back friendly. And I think over a long period of time, this is a good thing for your strength, for your lower back health, etc. That's just my opinion. But I do not believe the hex bar is a piece of crap, a useless piece of junk, useless piece of crap. In fact, I see it as a good possible application for the average gym lifter. I think it's a better choice overall for the average gym lifter. And I certainly think it has its place in power building and powerlifting. Feel free to call me an idiot, an asshole, or a loser. You might be right. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. If you made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.